Hello learners, this is mathematics. In this video we are going to look at how you can multiply fractions. We are still looking at a topic called fractions. Now it's time to look at multiplication of fractions. We have two questions here that we need to look at. So example, multiply these fractions. The first one is 2 times 3 over 4. Then B is 1 over 2 times 3, 1 over 3 times 2, 2 over 5. Let's start with the first one, how you can multiply, okay? So, well, when multiplying fractions, make sure that all the numbers that you are given are written in fraction form. What do I mean by that? Look at these two. It is a whole number, right? So you're going to change this 2, which is a whole number, into a fraction number. So how is it going to be? 2 as a whole number will be written as 2 over 1. So whenever you are writing a whole number in fraction, it will always be over 1. When I tell you to write 7 as a fraction, you're going to say 7 over 1. Is that clear? 10 will be 10 over 1. 100 will be 100 over 1. So these two will be 2 over 1. Times, this one is already in fraction, so it will be 3 over 4. I see that. So we have a fraction here, we have a fraction here. What next? When multiplying fractions, you can multiply 2 times 3. Then 1 times 4. That is the way we multiply. But before you multiply, you should look at the numbers that are given. See if at all you can reduce. Don't be multiplying big numbers, no. Reduce them so that you have got small numbers. In that case, you won't make mistakes. Okay? So look at these numbers here. Can we cancel some numbers here? Can we cancel some numbers? Do we have numbers that can be cancelled? Yes. 2 and 4. Now, when you are reducing, get me very well here. When you are reducing, we always reduce a numerator and a denominator. You don't reduce or you don't cancel numerator and numerator or denominator and denominator. We don't do that. It's always numerator and a denominator. Like in this case, this is the numerator, this is the denominator. Therefore, I can cancel. I'll give you another example. 2 over 4 times, let's say, 6 over 8. I think that. What can you reduce here? You can reduce this 2 and the 4, there's no problem. You can reduce this 2 and the 8, there's no problem. You can reduce this 6 and 8, no problem. 6 and 4, no problem. But you can't reduce 2 and 6. No, you cannot do that. Or you can't reduce 4 and 8. No, you can't do that. Why? 4 and 8 are both denominators. 2 and 6 are both numerators. You can't do that. So it's always the numerator, denominator. There is no problem. This, no problem. But don't do this. Clear? Well, so these 2 and 4 can be reduced. I would say, how many 2's are in 2? It is 1. How many 2's are there in 4? There are only 2. So 2 here. You have to be doing smartly so that you don't get confused. What have you remained with here? 1 over 1 times here 3 over down 2. At this stage, we cannot reduce. There are no numbers that we can reduce. Therefore, we're going to multiply. 1 times 3 is 3 over 1 times 2 is 2. So 3 over 2 is the correct answer, of which I can now write this in mixed fraction, which will be equal to how many 2's I need? Look at the way I'm changing from an improper fraction to mixed. So you say 2 into 3. How many 2's are in 3? You can count 1, 2, 3. How many 2's are there? Just 1. What will be the remainder? 1. So how many 2's are in 3? It is 1. Remainder 1 over these 2. That is the way we change. And that is the correct answer. Okay? We move on to B. So B has got mixed fractions. The first thing you're going to do is to change these mixed fractions into improper fractions. So we start changing one by one. The first one, 1 times 2, it will be 2 plus 1, 3. So it will be 3 over 2. You have changed. Times, there's times here. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1, 10. 10 over 3. You have changed. Times 2 times 5 is 10. Plus 2, 12. So you have 12 over 5. Like this. You have changed. After converting, what next? Before you can multiply them, because we are going to get big numbers. If we say 3 times 10 times 12, we'll get a very big number. Again, 2 times 3 times 5, we'll get a big number. So it's better first we check and see what we can reduce so that numbers reduce. What can you reduce? Tell me. Well, I can say this 3 and the 3. I can reduce them. Are you seeing that? So 3 and 3. So I'll reduce 3 into 3, 1. Here, 1. So here I've reduced. I've remained with 1, 1. What else? I can also reduce this 2 and 10, or this 2 and 12. No problem. Because this is a denominator, this is a numerator. So even from here to there, no problem. I can also reduce this 5 and 10. No problem. But I can't reduce 10 and 12. I see that. So I'll reduce 2 and 12. How many 2's are in 2? 1. How many 2's are in 12? 6. Again, this 10 and 5. How many 5's are in 5? 1. How many 5's are in 10? 2. Write what you have remained with. So here there's 1 over 1 here, times here there's 2 over 1 here, times here there's 6 over 1. You can't reduce these numbers now. You can't. Therefore, you're going to multiply. 1 times 2 is 2, times 6 is 12. So you have 12 over 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. I see that. Then, look at what I said. A whole number, when I say 7, that is in a fraction, that's same as saying 7 over 1. Look at what we have here, 12 over 1. So 12 over 1 is the same as saying what? 12. So that is the correct answer. So always remember that this is the way we multiply numbers. Now I was also to tell you some words that are used when multiplying and adding and other things. When I say you should get, when I say find 1 over 2 of, let's say, 1 over 3, what are you supposed to do? When I say find this, I've used the word of. You should always remember that when it comes to fractions, of means times. Okay? Whenever you see this, find 1 over 2 of, it means here they are saying you should put it times. Okay? Is that clear? Of means times. Okay? Then the other thing that I want you to know is when they use this English, find the let's say find the product of, let's say find the product of 1 over 2 and 1 over 3. Find the product of that. What are you supposed to do? Are you going to add, subtract, divide, or multiply? You are going to multiply. Why? This way, product means times. It is the answer that you get when you multiply. So for example, we are multiplying these two numbers and the answer we got is this, meaning this is the product of 2 and this. Here, we were multiplying this and the answer we got is 12, meaning 12 is the product of these three factors. So when you say product, it is the answer we get after multiplying. This way clear, product. The other way that I want you to know is we have sum. Okay, sum. When they say find sum, it means add. Okay, it means add. The answer you get after you add, it is called sum. When you use the word difference, different, find the difference, it means subtract. The answer you get after you subtract, it is called the difference. When we use the word quotient, it means divide. The answer you get after you divide, that is the quotient. I hope these terms are clear. Don't get confused. When we say find the product, multiplication. When we say find the sum, add. When we say find the difference, subtract. When we say find the quotient, divide. That is the meaning of these words. Is that clear? There are also times when we can give you something like this. There is no problem. We can say 1 over 2. Let's say 1 over 2 plus 2 1 over 3 minus 4 1 over 2. Then probably we put brackets here. I see that? We put brackets there or any signs in here. What are we saying? We are saying you should apply what is called the Bodmas. Remember in grade 5? Bodmas. Brackets. So when we give you something like this, when I give you something like it, means I'm telling you to say, first subtract. The answer you're going to get, add it to that. Will that be difficult? No. This one, you leave it the way it is, work on this, find the answer, then you come and add at the end, just like that. So there are also questions like this. You should know that, okay, here I should use the Bodmas. Brackets, then we move on to D here. This is just the combination, which is of the D here is for division. If there was division, we remove these brackets here. We remove these brackets, we put division here. If it is like this, then we are saying you should start with division before you add. You should start with division. So division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction. I hope you have learned on how to multiply fractions.